William vows not to sit next to Harry at Coronation. Catherine rejected Sussex. Faith is gone. The seating plan has been stitched up. Hello and a very warm welcome to Kate Middleton and the Queen News Channel. Well, apparently some big decisions around the coronation have just been made. It has been confirmed that Queen Consort Camilla is going to wear Queen Mary's gown. Of course, she's going to leave off its controversial Koh-i-Noor diamond. She is going to be wearing that at the Westminster Abbey event. And we're also hearing that Prince William has informed his father that his preference is for Meghan and Harry to not be invited at all. And if he cannot get his way on that, then he doesn't want to breathe the same air as them, reportedly. Now, according to The Insider, courtiers are busy right now figuring up a contingency plan if they show up. They are trying to figure out a place for them to sit meters away from the Waleses, preferably not in William's eye line, according to the source, which is not very easy considering that William does not even like being in the same room as his brother at this point. Meanwhile, there are some private texts from Catherine to Prince Harry that have been leaked. With King Charles's May 6th coronation day looming ever nearer, the Princess of Wales' anxiety is increasing by the day. According to insiders, she cannot stop thinking about whether or not Harry and Meghan will show up at the historic event. It could be argued that Prince Harry went after Catherine worse than anybody. In Harry's tell-all book Spare, he shared personal texts between her and Meghan Markle, and he also talked about private conversations they had had. That resulted in Catherine being viewed by some people as argumentative and cold. A source reports the whole ordeal has changed how Kate sees Harry altogether. He was once one of her closest friends. The trust has now totally gone. The last thing Kate wants is to be forced into having a face-to-face with the two people who have tried so hard to hurt her. The source goes on to say the king's coronation should be a time of celebration for his family, but instead, Kate's worried that if the Sussexes turn up, she's going to have to spend every second looking over her shoulder. Now, of course, Harry exposed Catherine's text message exchange with Meghan in his book Spare. Now, of course, the whole fight was over Princess Charlotte's bridesmaid's dress in the lead-up to Meghan and Harry's 2018 wedding, and reportedly that has made Kate question everything. The king has asked William and Kate to get back in touch with Harry and Meghan and try to smooth things over, but Kate is paranoid that any text or email sent their way could be misconstrued and put out into the public, says the source. She's even reticent to have written conversations with anyone mutually close with Harry, like a few of William's friends and even Princess Eugenie, because she's so worried it could end up in the hands of the Sussexes, who she's sure wouldn't think twice about leaking her texts again. The source further notes she's careful to the point of paranoia about putting anything in writing where they're concerned for fear of being difficult again. It's sad. It's no way to live. She doesn't deserve to feel this way. And a royal source is also reporting that Harry and Meghan's likelihood of being booed if they show up in public in the UK is pretty high. This insider said, "I would place the likelihood of them receiving boos between very good and excellent." Now, of course, Meghan's always got that rictus grin on her face, so whether or not it bothers her is probably not going to be obvious. Now, Meghan may even go so far as to hire people to cheer them on, so that Harry doesn't get his feelings hurt and go run off to write another self-immolation of a memoir. And I've also read that Netflix is not very happy with the two of them. Apparently, they are hounding them right now to make something. There is nothing better, I guess, than a coronation filmed and narrated by members of the royal family. Supposedly, Netflix told Meghan and Harry that either they can film King Charles's coronation, including the anointing, which wasn't even filmed for Queen Elizabeth II, or they need to give them back all that money they were offered when they signed. And I understand Netflix is pissed off right now that they gave Meghan and Harry so much money to make content and they only got 2 shows out of it. So apparently they are asking for some candid behind-the-scenes footage of the coronation, preferably either with a professional photographer following them around, or they want Harry and Meghan to wear body cameras. And of course, that is not going to go over well with the royal family. And I wouldn't be surprised if Meghan just uses this as another excuse to push for security to be paid for by the British taxpayers. Which is really just such a stupid idea because Meghan is not royal. She's not working for the royal family. She's just a small-time duchess thanks to her marriage to an idiotic ex-soldier, and she ran away from that position. So why in the world does she think that after she resigned from her job, she can keep the company car? And another source explains, if the treacherous couple turns up to the coronation, it is more of a certainty than a likelihood that they will be booed. Harry's wife will not wish this negative publicity, so I believe she will not come using her son's, if he exists, birthday as an excuse. Harry will be conflicted by not wanting to be booed on the one hand, but if he is, then he has something further to whine about, and he rather likes being disgruntled. So Harry's so stupid that he really considers this to be a win-win situation, so he may really show up. Do they ever consider their invisible children growing up? If those kids are real, do they think about their grandkids? I feel so sorry for the royal family right now, and you know what? Their family as well. Harry and Meghan, oh, they're so hard done by all of this. Well, they brought all of this onto themselves by attacking their own family, especially Harry. Harry is such a disgrace at this point. Both of them need to have their titles taken away. It is disgusting how many lies they have told. But you know what? Karma is coming for them. Typically, British people are known for being cool, calm, and collected, so it says a lot that they are so upset by the pathetic antics of Meghan and Harry. So the chances of the people of the UK displaying their feelings is very possible. The only real question is what form that display will take. Now, if the crowds decide to boo, will it be understood as disapproval of the new king? That would be a misunderstanding, but it's possible. And will Meghan and Harry's PR people try to spin it as such? And the same thing applies to signs reading boo or turning their backs at the exact moment the two of them are passing by. So in my opinion, any boos or any signs that are made need to be very specific. It needs to be clear who they're upset with. Now, whatever form the disapproval takes, Meghan and Harry's team are going to try to spin it. They'll claim that the firm orchestrated the whole thing, that it was organized by the media, that it's all a result of racism. You already know what they have to say. They are way too self-absorbed to understand that they're really unpopular because of what they've done and what they've said. So no, I don't think anybody needs to be worried. As Barnum once said, the only bad publicity is no publicity, and Meghan and Harry seem to live by that quotation. The only thing that would really be concerning to the two of them is no attention. So it's up to the media to ignore the two of them and concentrate on the meaning of that day, the crowning of the new king, a new era, and a historical continuity in one ceremony. And then we should all do the same. Charles's coronation is scheduled for Saturday, May 6th of 2023. And Camilla, of course, is going to be crowned queen alongside Charles. The upcoming coronation is the first coronation in over 70 years to occur on a Saturday. And the service is expected to be a solemn religious event. We also expect the event to be a reflection of the new king's role in today's society, while being rooted in long-standing traditions and pageantry. Now, the whole affair is going to end with the senior royals appearing on the balcony with the newly crowned royals. And then the day after, there's going to be a coronation concert outside of Windsor Castle. It will be featuring global music icons and contemporary stars. We don't know who they are yet, but I'm sure they're going to be amazing. We'll update this news in the next videos. Please subscribe to our Kate Middleton and the Queen News channel not to miss a thing. And don't forget to like and share my video with your friends and relatives who would enjoy it if you think our videos are useful. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day, and I'll be back to see you in the next videos.